And welcome to MAGFest Street Fighter 6. I am Cujo Kate.
And I'm Captain No Fun reporting for duty.
All right, and here we go. We're going to be going straight into this Street Fighter 6 high-octane action, and we have a bunch of really good competitors here at this fantastic music and gaming festival.
That is right. MAGFest is one of the premier music and gaming festivals here in the United States. Gaming up the wazoo, good times up the wazoo, but one thing here to share is that, Kate, this is your first time at MAGFest.
It is. It is. It's absolutely fantastic tournament, gaming festival and concerts. A lot of emphasis on gaming music.
Yeah, like if you are into anything nerdy and want to be in this venue, we are here to learn and play. But, you know, we can talk about music and festivals. Let's talk about fights. The street fight right now, as we got Sagat, played by Syntax, versus Rox Ken. Shoto versus Shadowloo Shoto?
That's right. So here we go, the king, the original boss of Street Fighter 1. And here we go. Immediately starting off with a low forward Ken with his fiery aggression.
Yeah, we're going to be using that classic Jinrai, using the Dragon Lash. And you can see that Syntax was mashed on the plus frames there, leading to this counter hit situation.
That's right. Here we go again, once with that forward fierce and a nice cancel into the Shoryuken to close it out. Well done here. Very aggressive start by Raw.
Very reminiscent of all the kids who kick my ass in online brackets. You know, get in the corner, get mauled to death by this guy.
Oh, there we go. Solid jump in here by Sagat. And of course, we know Sagat in Street Fighter 6 and a little bit more historically, a little bit of a slower walk speed, fantastic fireball zoning pressure, but also nice long-ranging limbs.
Oh yeah, especially where Sagat wants to stay at that range 1, range 2, and you can see that is a prime whip punish situation. Rock has to be very careful. If we whiff one crouching medium, well, we're not going to whiff that crouching medium. Instead, we're going to go ahead and get the knockdown with the Tatsu.
That's right, and that's the key. We were speaking about the walk speed of Sagat. In walking back, he has a very slow walk speed back, which you get whip punished very quickly with that low forward. But here we go, Ken in the burnout state. Nice check there with the crouching jab, but that's it.
You can see that suboptimal decision making for Syntax. He was using Sagat's kind of Jinrai to try to get the throw, but unfortunately not spaced properly, leading to Rock getting the first game. And one thing we really got to mention is these are going to be some fast rounds. I'm not even talking about because of Street Fighter 6. It's because the number of wins, best of 3?
Right. Yes, so these matches are best of 3, and we have a single bracket. So whoever wins this is out of the tournament for today.
Loses this is out of the tournament.
Right.
That's right, no losers bracket. It's just one bracket right now. And we can see Syntax going for the close range again with the whip. And Rock really just showing us the power of Ken.
That's right, and here we go. Nice job trying to restate the neutral with that OD uppercut, but here we go. Man, here once again with the drive rush into the fierce Ken with his aggression and pressure in the player one side. Well done.
You want to talk about pressure right now? Let's talk about Syntax. This is going to be one more round fighting for our tournament life. Again, there is no losers bracket, single elimination. Syntax has to take this one round in order to make space to stay alive.
That's right. Here we go. Utilizing some of the Tiger Nexus that we're seeing, a new property added to Sagat in Street Fighter 6. There we go with the roundhouse combo, but nice check there at the standing jab, using one of our fastest frame moves to start the combo.
I really like how Syntax is not afraid to throw that reversal. You got to put that option on the table, but a reversal can't. Oh my God. You can really see Syntax hasn't gotten these opportunities for the throw. They're not throwing in the right position.
And the key also is we're seeing in the burnout state a lot of push blocking here with the Tiger Knee in this dizzy or burnout state. We're going to see that Sagat has not utilized his drive impact.
But we definitely see the impact at the level 3 right now. Syntax should be able to close this out.
Right.
A little bit of an overkill, but again, our tournament, one more hit. This could actually be fatal if Rock gets one big combo, especially with critical art.
So patience, and there you go with the Tiger Nexus to get the round. Now the issue was using the level 3 means that now Syntax is rebuilding his levels all over again.
Right, and especially since Syntax hasn't been really been showing us using the other supers. So
right.
They're pretty much going to be fighting at no gas.
Yes. And we're also seeing that Rock does have that full level 3 on his side. So here we are, but catching the negative frames, closing it out with a perfect. Well done for Rock.
We started this set with a perfect from Rock. We ended with a perfect from Rock. Rock made sure that Syntax wasn't throwing paper. Instead, it was scissors, but unfortunately, they themselves are going to be cut from this tournament.
A lot of it is the constant pressure that Rock was giving Ken, pushing him into the corner there. It's very difficult when you're stuck with the back against the wall. It cuts down on a lot of your options, especially if you're trying to utilize your movement and some of Sagat's longer ranges. So good stuff there for Rock. And of course, Syntax, very strong Sagat, but he is now out of the tournament.
I do appreciate how Syntax was still pushing the aggression, still throwing our supers. It's so easy to turtle up and let yourself just get mixed up to death.
Right.
One important thing that I really noticed, especially in the first game, was Syntax going for these out-of-range throws and drop combos, which Rock was able to call out, cash in those counter hits, and cash in the victory.
And especially the whip throw, the recovery on that is huge. So
I like it almost sounded like you were going to say a number. You went, huge.
That's right. I was going to say, well, you know, the issue is that it gives you so much time to react to those negative frames. So that is something else that Ken really capitalized on at that point. But awesome stuff.
Awesome stuff. So once again, this is going to be best of 2, first to 2, best of 3, single elimination bracket. So if you look at it, chat, it's kind of like playing rank where you get your first 2 wins and your opponent just dips out, or it's you that dips out.
I hope you guys are having a great time here and joining us at MAGFest. And of course, this is going to help with the Child's Play charity, and they provide toys, games, and tech to kids in hospitals and shelters. So awesome stuff there.
Yeah, MAG has a long history of philanthropy. Almost there's so many charitable events in MAGFest charity tournaments. In fact, there is a giant Danny DeVito shrine.
There is.
Yes. And all of those items that are going to be are placed there will be donated to charity.
Very nice. Very nice. The whole competition for us is very interesting too, because everybody that wins here gets a token.
It's
interesting, right?
Endpoints.
And you can take the points and you can go to the Artist Alley and get merch, regular MAGFest merch. You can trade these points and tokens in, and that all goes towards the nonprofit also.
Correct. So Endpoints is MAG's currency, and think of it as a gift card to MAG. And people and event organizers are given tokens, and they can give it out how they see fit.
Right.
Like, hey, you've got a cool cosplay. Here's $20 of MAG money.
Mm-hmm. The interesting thing also is there's many, many events and music, cosplay, art, tournaments all going on at the same time. If you're interested in joining one of the tournaments, you have to sign up within the 2 hours before the tournament is going to go live. You can't sign up a day ahead of time, which is very unique.
It's very unique. It's just because we want to make sure to prioritize the people that are here. Spoiler alert, I am working with MAG in terms of staffing opportunities, so I kind of know a little bit of how the sausage is made. And that's just one of the reasons. Kate was talking about some interesting tournaments. I just walked by a Jeopardy tournament.
Oh, that's interesting.
As in they were playing the Jeopardy home version.
Right.
But I want to bring it back to Anthony versus Raijin. And Raijin playing the Akuma, another Shoto. And we could see, I don't know what Anthony, who's going to play. I do see.
A JP looks.
Could be hovering over the JP. Could be a fake out pick. But.
We'll have to see.
Just getting our buttons.
That's the $1 million character right next to Jury, the second $1 million character.
Oh, we're talking about. We're talking about JP.
That's right.
The double millionaires right next to each other.
Yes. Akuma's a very interesting pick. He has the 9,000 health. Had a little bit of a nerf to his walk back speed, a little bit of a nerf to his OD Shoryuken. A you know, a bit of a damage decrease in that. But here we go. We've locked in to JP.
Now, just to put things into context, Akuma has 9,000 health. Your average character has 10k health.
Yes.
1,000 damage equates to a heavy punch and a jab from Ryu. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but we've seen,
adds up.
Yeah, especially when you've been calling as many matches as Kate and I. That extra 1,000, or in this case, the decrease of 1,000, will be the difference.
Button check.
Button
This
check.
is going to be a button check for our first couple of moments here.
Thank you for telling us that right there. Button
Yes.
check. For those who don't know, a button check is when our players are just want to make sure that the buttons do the things that they're supposed to do.
Yes. I remember back in, well, I started up in Street Fighter 4 in 2009, right? And that's how we used to do it the old-fashioned way. You go to the screen, you piano it out, make sure everything's working the way that it is. But we also have, in Street Fighter 5, the convenience of pulling up on the menu, and then you can test it right on the menu screen
I
there
mean,
too.
you can, but there's something about just watching the animation.
Yeah.
Do you want to see the roundhouse kick, or do you want to see the far right kick button light up?
It makes you feel safer.
I definitely feel safer. But speaking of safety, we're definitely going to be seeing Anthony playing. I don't know. Would you rather be playing JP from a distance or up close against Akuma?
I would say more mid-range. You know, just right there, right at the end of his cane swipe, he still has good access of his projectiles. But here we go. Okay, catching the cooldown, the negative frames of the parry. And here we go, closing it out with that brand new Adamant Flame. Strong, smart play by Rajan.
I've been hit by that move so many times. It hits big jumping from
That's right.
Anthony, using the drive impact to shave off the gauge. And you can see Anthony, it looks like we're still trying to get our sea legs in with this character, just with the buttons that are choosing in this range. Meanwhile, Rajan will get very comfortable, especially after that shimmy.
That's right, absolutely. And here we go into using a very strong jump in for the punish counter, and very well done there with the drive cancel. Okay, try to capitalize on the teleport, and this is where JP really shines. Great stuff with the Psycho Ghost for the command grab.
Yeah, we were talking about this before, how you want to stay at that mid-range. You can see that once Anthony established that mid-range properly and loses the mid-range, that's when things get really bad.
Right.
With that throw, Rajan takes the first game, but it was an extremely close match from Anthony. So there is opportunity to win this.
I feel that Anthony, further into the rounds that we were going, started to feel a little bit more comfortable in the matchup.
Yeah, I absolutely do think so too, especially how we were using the teleport.
Yes.
And we were using the portal. So really, though, it's about JP is a set play character. When can we get our knockdowns? When can we get our time to just set up
the obstacle course?
Yes, the obstacle.
Absolutely,
the
yes.
obstacle course. And that's one thing that I haven't seen from Anthony yet is the spike.
Right.
We have not seen the spike yet.
No, we haven't. So we're going to have to see how this second game is going to go. Towards the end of the second round, we could tell that Anthony with JP was feeling a little bit more comfortable, or a little bit more momentum. The mix-ups with the teleports and the drive rush cancel combo, he was doing very well. And to be honest, seeing a little bit of time on the character select screen is sort of telling me there could have been a little bit of a mix-up on his buttons.
It could be.
Blame it on the buttons.
Blame it. Oh, it's never your fault. But let's go ahead and think about Rajan.
There was lag
you could
on
see,
this offline monitor.
It looks like Rajan's talking to someone.
That's
You're
right.
Rajan right now.
Oh, you're right, yes.
You're Rajan. You've been in this position, Kate, where you have decidedly taken the first game.
That's right.
In the second game, are you more likely to do what you did before, or would you adjust to preempt an adjustment on your opponent's side?
I like to play by feel.
Uh-huh.
So what I would do is I try to take what I've learned from the matchups up to this point and the frame data that I know up to this point, but then I try to feel what my opponent's trying to do.
I think that's an absolutely fair assessment. You want to be doing what works. If it works, keep doing it.
That's true.
But also remember to not let yourself fall in that groove where you're conditioning yourself for your own downfall.
That's right, completely. And here we go. Nice meaty jump in for the punish counter, and Akuma trying to force JP into that player one side yet again.
And you can see Anthony trying to find a poke. Okay, good use of the standing medium, established space. Anthony rather jumpy, going for the ghost one more time, but Rajan jumping him 2 for 2.
That's right. Oh, there you go. Once
that's
again, getting a lot of mileage out of the command grab ghosts.
good knockdown from Anthony. This is where it's really important. Oh, that's a punish counter on the kick, but no finish on the combo.
That's right. Drops the end of the combo there. Fantastic elusiveness with the teleport, but here we go. And Akuma also being quite elusive, trying to stay a little bit further away, trying to safely work his way in as he's got that last little bit of health.
Oh, beautiful parry from Anthony. It really looks like Anthony's starting to get comfortable. And Raijin, I'm really surprised to see them take the aggression out. We want to be fighting up close against this guy. This right here, this is where Raijin wants to be.
Fantastic. And that was a block stun situation, going for the forward throw. And of course, we're seeing JP mashing out a little bit of those jabs, some of his fastest framed moves to try to cut through the pressure right there that Akuma is outputting.
Oh, big meaty fireball again. Good use of the parry, doesn't complete it. One thing we really got to talk about is that Raijin is letting Anthony get in a lot of jump-ins.
Yes, absolutely. And that is something that's very interesting because Shotos have fantastic anti-airs with the Shoryukens.
Uh-oh. Some big
Oh,
one.
here we go. Fantastic punish counter yet again, and a strong juggle towards that player one side. Now, one thing Raijin also has to really be mindful of is his drive gauge bar, but his resources are healing back quite nicely.
Yeah, the moment we start hitting buttons and more, so okay.
That's right. That is a shimmy situation. Low forward into Adamant Flame, level 2.
Oh my god, level 2. That level 2 for the round 2 for the second game. And Raijin, not the 2, but the 1 in this situation, sending Anthony back to wherever you were before the bracket started.
That's right. Back to the kiosk to sign up for another tournament.
To another tournament. You know, normally I would feel upset being eliminated from a tournament, but like
It's all in good fun.
it
It's
is,
all in
but
good
also MAGFest has so much to do, so it's like, oh no, I lost. I gotta go find another bajillion fun things to play right now.
Yes, yes. And that's one thing, too, that we really did see Raijin, fantastic ground pressure, and utilizing Akuma's quick walk speed, the shimmying, the proper distancing, fireball throwing, very patient and methodical Akuma play.
Yeah, and also using the meaty pressure setups for the fireball.
Yes.
And also in that last round, I just want to call it out, we saw an anti-air DP.
Yes, we did.
We did.
Yes, we
So,
did.
you know,
Right.
Raijin hurt us, even though they didn't. I'm going to take credit for that.
But that's the key. Being aware for those anti-air moments is just very key when you're playing fighting games, and definitely one of the part of strong core fundamentals.
Absolutely. Just because even when you block an air attack, your opponent is so plus, they get
That's
free
right.
mix-up. They can threaten a throw. They can hit another button and drive rush. You just have to hold it. It's still not your turn.
Absolutely.
But if we get an anti-air, especially with a Shoryuken,
Yes.
we get a knockdown. We can establish Oki. We can
Right.
get a little bit of positioning. It's great just for a little Z motion on the controller.
Yes.
You get all those goodies.
All of those options there. And speaking about options, we are switching up our competitors here. We have Ryu locked in. We could have possibly, a Ryu versus Akuma matchup here.
It's very Shoto heavy today.
Yes, it is. It is.
So many Shoto.
Ryu Goki.
Ryu. Wow.
That's it.
You said Goki. See, this, like, everybody listening, this is how you know Kate's the real one. From Street Fighter 4, she said,
Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
I heard Goki. You know what? I call him Shenlong.
That's right. You must beat my Shenlong.
But
Really good.
on the right side is Coin. Coin is actually a friend of mine, one of the vendors at the Artist Alley. I always have some really good matches with Coin. He always kicks my ass. But one thing about Coin is he does play a methodical Ken, a more patient Ken, and that's going to be something that is going to be, you're going to have to deal with Chris, because Chris is Ryu, and Ryu's a problem you have to just find a way around.
Yes. And here we go. Fantastic. Nice meaty jump in there. Drops the rest of the combo, but Chris trying to reestablish the mid-range game. And once again, over the second Hadouken.
Yeah, Coin's been getting really, getting trouble with these mistimed Hadoukens, and we're
Right.
going to go for the Dragon List classic pin slide shenanigans, and there's the gun.
That's right. Shimpu Hadouken level 1. Okay, Ryu in the burnout state, doing a good job holding Ken off, but here we go. Nice counter hit jump in here, and Ken is going to get caught by the second Shinku Hadouken.
Look at that. That is
Well
Chris.
done.
Yeah, Chris definitely had that scouted out.
Unbelievable reactions. And speaking about reactions and reads, fantastic anti-air by Coin.
Yeah, Coin doesn't cash in the crouching medium kick. We're playing a little bit more defensive. And when Coin went for the crouching heavy punch,
Right.
which is a pretty viable anti-air, just not Shoryuken. But I do see a Shoryuken on Chris's side. Everything's going up for Chris right now, and Coin has to find a way around this.
That's right. Coin also has to be very careful now. His resources are getting quite low in his drive gauge meter. But here we go. K blocking the high blade kick.
Yeah, go right to the target combo for the instant knockdown, and Coin goes for the level 3. This is actually a pretty wise decision.
Yes.
Because even though we're not going to get the kill, Coin has that much more time in the match to build up as much super as possible.
Oh my goodness. That's right. Baits out the OD Shoryuken. Great stuff here for Coin. Now that is going to leave Chris with 1 level on the board.
Yes, Chris has been showing us that they are not afraid to throw out that level 1. So
Yes.
Coin can't get too comfortable with their pressure. But, oh man, I feel really good with that jumping now. It really feels like Chris is the one eating these jumping offensive
Yes.
moves.
And really capitalizing off of the empty jump low, keeping the pressure for the throw. But here we go. Ryu now, once again, trying to put in some time with the high blade kick. And remember, high blade also eats through resources a ton.
And one thing is, Chris is using the incorrect high blade kick. They are using the unsafe version. No DP from Coin. But this is it. Checkmate.
Right.
Bam. Coin taking that rough first round, turning it into a first game, and they are now on the advantage. And look at instant replay.
That's right.
Sometimes you're just in the zone, right? You think, no, I got this.
And we're really seeing that Chris is also, oh, here we go with another meaty jump in, but he's pressuring a lot with the Soloplex. The Soloplex leads to a plus frame situation and a bit of a block stun against Ken, who now baits out another uppercut. Here we go, Ryu capitalizing on the execution error.
Oh yeah, capitalizing this like the first letter of a proper noun. And Chris backing away using the crouching mini kick. You can see right now both of these fighters, they're both in the yellow section. Chris has it though. I have not seen a single Tenjin charge from them yet.
Right. That's absolutely right. It's a little too risky. And even fireballs at this range, this is a perfect jump in range. It's a risk. Here we go. First Hashigeki, and those can also really eat the drive resources. But here we go, Ken on the offense, and the low forward closes it out for Chris.
It really looks like Coin was trying to walk forward and got clipped because I didn't see a counter hit. Both of these players hasn't been checking the skies. I wonder if one of them is starting to get to the ideas, hey, I can jump more.
That's right. And here we go, another very patient projectile war between these two Shotos.
Okay.
And here we go, Ken, of course, doing his very active play, but nice check there at the standing short.
Oh, good one. You can see there, Coin wisely follows up the sweep with a sweep of zone to get the hard knockdown, splats off the drive impact, misses the follow-up, but still though, Chris, not a lot of space, not a lot of life, and Coin making sure that we use the DP to get ourselves around, and now we're on set point
That's
for Coin.
right. Fantastic stuff there for Coin, and it really shows how comfortable he is with this character, because he's really knowledge-checking Chris with frame traps. So here we go. Oh, a little bit of a mix-up there with the cross-up of the anti-air.
Oh, and you can see good job from Coin recognizing that was the negative version of Hoshokeki, because you only heard it once. Counter hit throw, and this is looking all Coin right now. Great check into the confirm.
Fantastic stuff, and this is going to lead to a burnout state here for Ryu in the corner.
Oh my God, we
that's
went for
right.
it, but no, Coin is way too smart. This is what we were talking about before. Coin is so patient, and with this victory, Coin's still in the tournament, and he doesn't have to insert Coin to continue.
Very good. Fantastic stuff there for Coin. He had really adapted well from the first few rounds where Ryu and Chris were jumping in to get all of the meaty pressure around the Hadoukens, but he was very quick in his adaptation and especially ground play.
Yeah, I do think so, especially where even though Coin was not checking the jump-ins from Chris, what you pointed out so well is that Coin was able to use his knowledge of the character. Those high blade kicks were countered so many times. There was the one time where Chris used a negative Hoshoguki and instantly Coin mashed back to take his turn.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic awareness there for Coin. And we're going to be seeing him moving further into this MAGFest bracket. And hope you guys are having a wonderful time joining us. I'm Cujo Kate.
I'm Captain No Fun, and we are both here at MAGFest 2026. This is by far one of the funnest venues I've ever been in, with a very fun partner to be with.
We have never commentated Street Fighter together. I think we commentate Tekken.
No, we've never commentated together, period.
Hey, I thought we commentated Tekken.
Nope. We've never worked together. I know this for a fact.
We're doing a good job.
Yeah, duh.
This is fantastic.
We're professionals, Kate.
That's right.
We know what we're doing. And also, you know who we really need to thank?
Yeah.
Small Town Gaming.
Absolutely. Shout out to Small Town Gaming. They are leading and holding the stream here at MAGFest. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time on Twitch and
Mag TV.
That's right, Mag TV.
Yeah, Small Town Gaming is the one that's holding down the entire tournament scene in both Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8. That's going to be another game that you're going to be hearing Kate at tomorrow, as we'll be doing another single elimination tournament. You know, as I got to say, the single elimination stuff is spoiling me. I like this.
It's fun.
It's fun.
But you know what? If you even lose the first round, the pressure builds immediately.
Well, not only but also I just like shorter brackets because then our voices could recover more.
That's true.
Listen, how long? What's the longest time you've been in the booth?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know.
6 hours for me.
Wow, 6 hours.
I've done it 6 hours. So when I see a tournament move fast, I'm very appreciative.
That's right. Yep. Sometimes. The only time where it can get a little difficult sometimes is if there's setup issues.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're talking through. But here we go, and we have the two new characters into Street Fighter 6 here, Kimberly and Manon, a grappler versus very speedy ninja.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Both these characters don't have access to an invincible reversal, so we're going to be using either level 1s or drive reversals, and more importantly, CJS as Manon, she's going to have to really struggle to stop Christian's Kimberly.
That's right. Kimberly is going to, as we're seeing here with the constant pressure on this player 2 side, but a nice quick Dore command grab. Wow, fantastic usage of the drive impact. Here we go, Manon, 4 golden medals up.
That's pretty big, and still, look at what CJS is doing. Even though we go to the opposite side of the screen, Christian is still getting caught by these corrected throws.
Yes.
And you can see the confusion building on their face.
That is just to say, in this matchup, I believe is a bit more in favor for Kimberly.
I do too. However, the more medals that CJS stacks up, like right there, that's at least 2K on the board.
Yes. And that's the key also. Manon, now having 5 golden medals, can input damage of about 37% in her command grabs.
Yes, it does more damage than a single super, but you have to land 5 command normals, which right now CJ has definitely found time to do.
Okay, here we go. Kimberly now on the offense, trying to find a safe way in, and the axe kick closes it out in CJS's favor. Well done. And one thing that we're really seeing CGS doing against Kimberly is he's putting Kimberly into a negative state, and in that block stun, capitalizing on those command grabs.
Not to mention, it feels like Christian doesn't feel very comfortable in this neutral situation, as like right here with the jump overs, they're still getting caught by CJS.
Yes.
This is the time where you got to really pressure Manon with a lot of Kimberly's gimmicks, and instead CJS locking him down with a standing medium punch.
That's right. And here we go, Kimberly now. She's having a difficult time getting momentum, and this character is all about speed and Oki. And here we go with the wall splat and a fantastic command grab off of that setup.
They go air to the air. Finally, Christian gets the knockdown. This is an opportunity for them to really apply the pressure. Goes for the teleport. Mixes up with the stand medium kick. Will we run? No, we're going to stay back. You better push your advantage.
Again. And that's the amazing thing about Manon. Her range on her normals and specials is very elusive.
Yeah, it's really funny to say this, but the grappler is out zoning. Is out zoning somebody. Grapplers don't zone.
That's right. Here we go, capitalizing off of Ranverse, and here we go with the Doré. That is 5 gold medals, and this is big damage over to Manon.
You want to talk about a capital? It's a capital O for ouch right there. And Christian going for the level 3. That is definitely whip. We're going right to the RKO, and that's going to be the round for CJS.
Well done. Well done.
Tournament point. No, not tournament point. Set point. CJS. Both of these players have their buffs. Manon, one thing we got to talk about for Kimberly is that with the level 3 install, we have increased move speed and increased damage.
Right. And that is a great addition here for Kimberly. But here we
go.
go.
Oh, no.
Right, back to a toil again.
Oh, I really thought Christian was having that block, but they went for the jump, going for the drive impact. Not fast enough, and that's 33 damage put on the board by CJS.
Okay, and that is going to be a good confirm here by the reversal. Kimberly now finally in the driver's seat here, capitalizing off of the wall splat and the Shuriken can set up, but Manon does not care. That is the last command grab to close out and clutch the win.
Oh, man. Beautiful, beautiful setup from CJS, and I'm not talking about the fact that they play Manon. Ooh-wee. She a fine woman. But Marissa will kill me if I get caught saying that.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, that's right. Marissa would be very angry.
That's the OTP of Street Fighter right now.
Very cool.
But
I really like the adjustments that CJS was making against Christian's Kimberly. He was doing a lot of checks with his light buttons. Those are the fastest framed startup buttons upon Kimberly's advancement. And in doing that, Kimberly couldn't get any momentum to get her confirms and her Oki pressure going.
Not to mention there was just a lot of situations where Christian would be jumping over CJS, but CJS would turn around and instantly do a throw and put a medal on that board.
Right.
There was some time for Christian to turn it around, but they were just playing a little too passive against Manon.
Right.
Manon is notorious for being easily overwhelmed, and playing such a cautious Kimberly is something I don't see too often.
Sure. One thing that we did not happen to see from Christian's Kimberly is Kimberly has her medium slide.
Yes, I hate that move.
Well, it's been buffed. It's plus now.
On block.
Yes, yes. So even if Manon would block that, she still has the chance to try to have a little bit more pressure there because she's plus.
Yeah, Kimberly has so many plus buttons. We talk about the slide. Slide is plus. Crouching medium kick is plus. Standing medium kick is also plus.
Right.
And also drive rush cancelable.
Yes, right, exactly. I believe how they have Kimberly balanced right now, she's in a good spot.
I think so too.
I think she's in a pretty fair spot. I'm happy that they did not give her any invul on the startup of her Bushin up kick.
Don't say that out loud.
I know. it would be a little much.
Shine's upset. Shine's like
said, I'm sorry, Shine. I'm sorry.
Why you do my girl dirty like that, Kate?
I think she's in a very good spot right now. And Manon, she's in an interesting spot. As she is gaining her medals, before they were not properly adding to her resources as her medals were growing, but they changed that also in one of the more recent buffs. But I think that she could be adjusted a tiny bit better, but she's also in that fine line where a very competent Manon, just as we had seen here with CJS, can definitely turn the tides very quickly.
It definitely is a character that needs momentum, and I think that's one of the reasons why I find this matchup between Manon and Kimberly so interesting, is that Kimberly has the going match-to-match momentum, while Manon has the round-to-round momentum with the medals. But let's go ahead and move it on, and we're going to be seeing a showcase of our is it time? Is it time for the strongest lady in fighting games?
That's right.
The strongest woman. The strongest woman.
There we go, and we're going to see Chun-Li, the first leading lady here of fighting games, against possibly new challenger DJ.
I gotta say, when it comes to characters who got their glow up, DJ is.
Oh, absolutely.
They
did such a great job.
They
with him
did
in Street
such
Fighter
a good
6.
job. You know, now you know this, but I'm gonna say you know for the chat. DJ was based off of Billy Blanks, the Taibo guy.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah,
no,
he
no.
was. That's why he was always smiling.
Oh, very good. I like that. Very nice. I love playing DJ. He's fantastic. Oh, you have a very momentum-heavy, aggressive Chun-Li. That is a fantastic combo here by Kingman. Unbelievable.
We really got to be watching out for the damage that DJ outputs. Machine gun punch is an extremely slow move, but it hurts a lot.
Yes.
Nick Nasty with the stance cancels from Chun-Li. We got to be, we got to set up our pressure.
That's right, and that is a solid, perfect on the side of Kingman. And we're seeing him doing the twirl there. It's very visually elusive, right?
Yes, the Sobot phase. Sobot is a really good one. Okay, spinning bird kick on the neck down. We do get 2 dashes, threatens the throw, and there. That's one thing that DJ can do. We could feint a lot of our moves to just increase our pressure and force our opponent to block.
Right, and catching Chun-Li with crouching jab on advancement into Sabot kick. But here we go, Kikosho, level 1 versus level 1.
Oh yeah, but tell me that's definitely the better one. And look at that Kingman using the level 1 super twice in a combo, and this is all she wrote for this proper checkmate situation.
That's right, and that's going to be a very strong round over to Kingman. And okay, a little bit of elusiveness with the stop short of the drive. But here we go, Tenshou's on point here for Nick Nasty.
A rather awkward input too. Down kick is something that you can't really bust out in the heat of the moment unless you're a uni player. So Bob for the knockdown, sunrise kick to establish pressure. Nick Nasty showing us that we are taking the throws, get the spinning bird kick. Are we going to see another dash throw? No, we threaten the button this time.
That's right, Chun-Li once again in that burnout state. She's being push blocked into that player one side. And here we are trying to be patient, but getting picked away and capitalizing off the negative frames of that whipped grab. Here we go. And closing it out with the buffed jackknife. Well done.
And Kingman on set point right now. DJ's damage is something that you cannot take lying down. One throw for the knockdown. Nick Nasty going ahead. Oh, gets set up in the air with the OD slicer. And no cancel. We don't have the meter just yet, but we are so close, especially after that throw. Yep, the throw brings us to level 3.
Okay, and here we go. Once again with patience. Fantastic option there with the cross-up. And here we go, aerial combo here for Chun-Li, but DJ now fighting his way back and trying to recover his resources.
Yeah, you got to be very careful right now, Kingman. Don't burn yourself out. Holding out that parry, you can tell that Nick Nasty wants that burnout. If we can finish this round without spending super, we're in a pretty good spot.
That's right. Both players here do have access to full level 3s, and they know how much is on the line here. Cancels the medium. Slice kick into level 3. I think Chun-Li is still going to be about 5%.
I absolutely agree, Cujo. That looks like about 10% to me.
Yes.
You gotta move in. You gotta move in, Nick Nasty. Oh no!
Oh, well done. And that jump in is the light kick down.
Down like it.
Right.
That,
for his safest jump in.
It's such a good jump in because he holds out his hurt box for so long. You don't need to time it. And then once it's landed or blocked, it's still pretty much DJ's turn to continue partying.
Right. Very, very good and competent play here by Kingsman's DJ. He was very elusive, active, momentum heavy, and kept the plus frames on his side. Nick Nasty, constantly being push blocked into that player one side, was just having a difficult time being able to even fish a confirm through the pressure.
I agree. It's just that we weren't able to establish our dominance with Chun-Li. Right. And we did see 2 spinning bird kicks landed.
Yes.
And double dash. Once was the throw that was tagged, and the second time was a button. but we couldn't really get anything off of those situations.
That's right. And one thing also, just to say, Chun-Li in Street Fighter 6 is a little bit more of a different character than in previous iterations of Street Fighter because of the Serenity options that she additionally has.
Yes.
When you go into the Serenity stance, it gives her more cancelable options, and we didn't see too much of that because DJ being so active, it's a little bit of a risk.
Okay, we're talking about Chun-Li through the years. What's your favorite Chun-Li outfit?
I always do enjoy the classic.
The classic. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm kind of partial to the alpha bodysuit.
Yes, it's nice too. It really is.
Yeah,
It
that
really
was a
is.
really good way to show that she was younger. If I have to be honest, the black Chinese dress.
Oh, very nice.
That's a good one.
It is.
But I'm really feeling this new mature dress that Chun-Li's got.
I think so too. It really looks very beautiful on her. And the swimsuit looks really nice also.
Let it be known that Kate brought up the swimsuit first, not me.
That's right.
Yo, but, hey, Capcom, where's our other swimsuit character? I want JP swimsuit.
Oh my goodness.
So many people will get the vapors from JP swimsuit. Like you saw what they did with Luke and Jamie?
That's true.
I'm just saying. JP's Yo! Guile! I love this character!
That's right. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're going back to the nope. Okay, back to the character select screen.
No. Pi, you didn't pick him on accident, did you?
They could be possibly checking the buttons again. But
Sorry
have to
about
see.
that.
No,
Sorry
not
about
at
that
all.
outburst.
It's good to see. It's good to see Guile on the screen. Absolutely.
Yeah, Knuckles.
One of the staple characters of Street Fighter 2.
However, unfortunately for Pi, they are fighting JP. This is a horrible matchup for Guile. It's at least 6-4, just because everything Guile can do, JP can do better, and Spikes can shut down booms. Right there. Every time Guile's throwing a sonic boom, you are taking a risk.
Yes. Oh, okay, here we go. Quickly getting around the pressure, and here we go. That's going to put JP into the corner here. I'm really liking how Pi is utilizing the bazooka knee.
Yeah, Pi making sure that they have a slice of the action now. Ricky S sets up two portals. Pi jumps forward. Pi seems to be pretty comfortable with how they're fighting JP.
Yes. Okay, just out of range of the cane swipes. But here we go, Guile in a very close to the burnout state.
Yeah, this is looking checkmate for Guile. Ricky's, oh no flash kick right there.
No. And the OD Psycho Ghost clutches the win for JP.
Yeah, Pi seems very comfortable, but it really feels like that they spend a lot of drive gauge doing run up bazooka knee, which can be plus, but also can be zero. So you got to use a pretty strong button. Oh, checking it. Sobot kick to make space. I like this. Stay away. But you got to get closer. You got to get closer, Pi, or else that's going to happen.
That's right. Nice cross-up situation here. And teleports yet again, but Guile doing a great job using his normals to keep the pressure up on JP.
All right, two Sobot kicks. Ricky S has full meter, jumps out. Oh man, Pi not ready for the flash kick just yet.
One thing really to say is that Ricky is utilizing the teleports quite frequently, more than I'm used to seeing with the JP player.
I absolutely agree. This is one of those things where if I was Pi and I have a teleport over me, I just hold crouch, but oh, Ricky lands a level 3. Pi exhausting themselves, could not seal the deal, and this is going to be Ricky's first game right on the board.
Well done. You know, very clutch play there against the very aggressive, momentum-heavy Guile. And that's one thing really to say. We don't see necessarily this version of Guile that often. But here you go. Nice confirm once again with the bazooka knee. The bazooka knee is very interesting, right? Because you can hit light kick, but at the same time, you can also be storing your charge.
Right, a forward advancing normal is just something that people love. And Guile has really good, unique moves. One thing that I really want to bring up with that Pi is they've been using, they've just been throwing boom after flash kick when they could be threatening drive rush, standing light kick, which puts them in a plus situation.
Right.
They're really giving Ricky so much momentum.
Okay, drops the meaty jump-in combo, but here we go. Guile now trying to hold the mid-range, scooting up there once the bazooka knee again.
Throws the OD boot for the knockdown. Big knock, big jump in, but couldn't really get anything. We could have landed a back heavy after that jump in roundhouse. All right, Ricky burnt out. This is the time for Pi to go in, but no. Jumps back, gets clipped by the standing heavy kick, and Pi again with the drive rush bazooka knee, which Ricky will punish.
And that's one thing also to say is that Ricky's taking a bit of checks with the perfect parry, and that is the first perfect parry I believe that we've seen so far today.
No, there was one more. There was one perfect parry. I think it was in the first game. It happened so long ago.
Yes.
I don't blame you for it slipping your mind.
Yep.
But that's going to be Ricky defeating Pi. My favorite character loses on stream.
Oh. Awesome stuff there for Pi with Guile, and a very formidable, very rushdown heavy Guile.
Yes, it definitely was I really feel like Pi went to the well too many times with the drive rush bazooka knee.
Right.
It is a really good move that clears a lot of space, but with only doing drive rush bazooka knee, it's very easily exploitable.
Absolutely, yes. And we were seeing Ricky utilizing teleports a lot. Teleport cross up, teleport right in front of you. A lot of pressure with the Psycho Ghosts. Again,
I hate those moves.
mid-range pressure with the cane swipes. He was really doing a good job. Surprisingly, though, going through his resources quite quickly, going into burnout quite frequently.
Yeah, I
did see that.
I do think Pi should have been using a lot more of Guile's toolkit. We were confirming combos, but then ending these strings with crouching medium kick.
Yes.
There were a few times where Ricky neutral jumped in flash kick range that I was expecting Pi to lock down. At as someone who plays Guile a lot, but it's easy for me to say what you could do.
Sure.
It's way harder in a tournament setting.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's so much on the line. This is a single bracket, so every moment counts.
Every round counts.
Every round.
Single elimination, single bracket, best of 3, first to 2.
That's right. Our grand finals is going to be 3 out of 5, but the rest of the matches are going to be best of 3, 2 out of 3. So awesome stuff. We hope you guys are having a great time joining us here on Small Town Gaming.
Yeah, my name's Captain No Fun.
I'm Cujo King.
Yes, and we've been calling the action from bell to bell. We've been here from the first game, and we're going to go take it all the way to grand finals.
That's right.
And once again, thanks Small Town Gaming for allowing the two of us to be in the booth together.
Yes.
The two of us met online.
Yes.
Yes. And we've always kind of been passing by each other. So this is the first time we actually, it's a small world, FGC commentary is.
It is. It is. And a lot of us, too, where we end up commentating multiple games.
Yes.
We end up commingling that way, too. It's really neat.
It is. I commentate so many games.
That's a good thing, though.
It is.
Variety is nice.
And you hold it down with SF4. Don't you do Alpha?
Yeah, yes, I try to help with Alpha.
Oh my!
I try to help. I help with Alpha, Super Turbo.
Alpha 3 is the game I wish I was better at. I think Alpha 3 is so ill. I love Alpha 3.
Yes.
I love the characters. I love how it looks. I love the announcer. I love everything about it. I'm just bad at it.
Speaking about 3, I have a feeling that they're either working on or in discussion of Street Fighter versus SNK.
CVS 3?
Mm-hmm.
You think
CVS
so?
3. I really do. I really do. I think it's on the horizon in some shape or form. Either they're working on it now or it's coming up. Absolutely.
If you can make your ideal CVS 3, what would the graphic style look like?
Oh, I don't know. I like how Street Fighter 6 is this very realistic 3D-ish, but still holding on to the cartoonesque.
Yeah, like stuff with Luke's forearms.
Right.
It's stylized. It's very stylized.
But I would like to see more of the 2D, more flat, cartoonish.
I agree.
Yes.
To me, Street CVS is 2D. If it goes 3D, it doesn't feel like it. Just like if we had a 3D Darkstalkers.
Yes, right.
No, it doesn't work like that. So our top eight,
Very nice.
Top
Thank
eight has started. This is one of the reasons why we love a single elimination tournament. Toxic Blue versus Kingman are on our screen. We haven't seen Toxic Blue on stream just yet, but it's okay. You made it to the dance of the top 8.
Now, we did see Kingman, though, playing an extremely strong DJ, and he ended up kicking Nick Nasty out of the tournament. So we're going to see who Toxic Blue is going to be walking into for our tournament tonight at MAGFest.
Definitely we were seeing Kingman's DJ highly aggressive, using the feints like Sobot feint to really push forward. But oh, look at that. Name's Toxic and they play Dictator.
That's fitting.
Fitting. Bison, definitely one of the most hated characters in the game, just because of his oppressive pressure and just his ability to get a lot of damage.
Ken.
Oh, Ken?
People are passionate about Ken too, though. No, we're back to Dictator.
Back to Bison.
That's right.
Back in my day, we had to say Claw, Boxer, Dictator, because Capcom shuffled the names of Blanca, Balrog, and Vega.
That's right. That's right. Oh, we have a little bit of a button check there. Oh. And that is going to be the very interesting thing about Bison in general is traditionally his normals are very plus, and that can put him in a situation where he can put the opponent into a block stun and he tries to capitalize off of that block stun. But DJ on his side with his long limbs and damage can help offset some of that pressure. So we're going to have to see how Toxic Blue is going to do against Kingman.
You want to talk about offsetting some of the pressure? Kingman has access to an OD invincible reversal, something that Bison does not. However, if Kingman does whip that DP, we are playing Bison and you will die.
Yes, absolutely. And there you go. Fantastic awareness there. Starting right off with the crouching fears. DJ is in the corner. And that is another change with the scissor kick. It used to be a charge, now it is a quarter circle forward.
Sacrilege!
Yes, it's a big change for Bison players. Okay, keeping the pressure, the Devil's reverse.
Yeah, right.
DJ trying to heal up his resources a little bit, and
we're putting Toxic Blue going.
That's right.
Yeah, Toxic Blue going for the drive reversal, really great option. And now Kingsman gotta be careful not to get burned out. Both of our opponents, great use of the backwards fate. This should be able to almost kill with the level 1 super.
Oh, that is fantastic. Jumping into the standing jab, closes it out for Kingman.
Yeah, Kingman, it was looking pretty bad right there, but beautiful call out of the scissor kicks. And now we're going to go ahead and do some big DJ damage, but the crouching heavy punch stops any advancement, but still, we get a huge jump in. Hey.
And that's the key, is the movement and jump-ins are very elusive for Kingman.
What?
Strong round.
We actually saw a counter hit level 1. How? When? Him? Really? I'm sorry.
Awesome stuff. Very, very good. And here we go. The Psycho Mine is planted.
Yeah.
Okay, catches the feint.
Oh,
and that is the OD jackknife for the reversal.
Yeah, we were talking about that before. Toxic Blue, though, not being hyper-aggressive, but approaches with the scissors kick and unfortunately drops the combo and allowing Kingman to take the corner.
And catches the Devil's reverse here. And great awareness for Kingman. But there we go on counter hit. Bison taking full advantage of planting the Psycho Bomb. Yet again, Psycho Crusher at play. And the feint jackknives are not working for Kingman. Another strong anti-air with the crouching fears.
Yeah, Toxic Blue is starting to realize it doesn't matter if you feint or not. If I'm in the right position to slam you with the crouching heavy punch, I will hit you.
Yes. Absolutely. And remember, that's because Bison's anti-airs are not necessarily the best. Remember, his reversals are terrible. Here we go with that true perfect parry, but the jab for the interruption of Bison, resetting the neutral.
And Toxic Blue want to be very careful how they approach with the scissor kick. Burns himself off from the drive rush. Not exactly a good way to do this. And this is Kingsman's time to really pile on the abuse.
That's right. And here we go. Getting that strong confirm and forcing Bison into that player 1 side. But both characters now are in that burnout state. Oh, and that's it. Gets the throw whiff, closing it out with the fierce.
Yeah,
well done.
Neutral jump, heavy punch. Minutes is the hands punch. Oh, interruption. I like how Toxic Blue knows when to challenge his feint setup. Puts up the bomb, goes for the overhead. Are we still blocking? No, we blow it up.
That's right. And we're having two players here with extremely momentous and active play styles. And right now, all they're doing, really, this is a slugfest. They're just constantly pressuring each other.
Oh, Kingman, unfortunate burnout. Toxic Blue slams in the drive impact, and that's all she wrote. Toxic Blue manages to take that first game in a highly competitive start to our top 8.
That's right. Here we go. Starting it out with the OD slash. Bison getting out of the way, but caught upon the recovery frames on landing.
Oh,
Crouching jab, but no mileage behind it.
Yeah, no use of the scissor kick. Toxic Blue not really counting on themselves, and Kingsman putting themselves in the driver's seat, and one more burns himself out. But look at that life differential, Kate.
And that's it, a mistimed drive impact. But the reversal is going to reset the neutral yet again. And here we go, DJ now in that frame trap situation in the corner. Fantastic stuff there for DJ with the jump back. Well done.
Yeah, sometimes the life difference is way too high, so you can't make a miracle. Oh my God, big counter hit, but a huge whip, and we still managed to recover with the throw.
That's right. Okay, nice check there once again with Bison with the standing jab, trying to slow down some of the momentum of DJ here. Here we go with the low forward into that Psycho Mine again. DJ with the low Sabat kick.
Oh, we finally, Toxic Blue lands the overhead, but we don't have a lot of drive grades to play with. We still have a little bit of life, but Kingman can make it go away in a heartbeat, and he will, because that heartbeat is beating fast, and it's going to be the end of your tournament run right now.
Oh my gosh, we have the magic pixel there, but in burnout, the chip damage is real, and closes it out with the slash. DJ Kingman continues into this top 8.
Eliminate Toxic Blue. Wow, what a great showing from Toxic Blue. You know, I like that first game. There was a little bit of a dropped opportunities there, and
yes.
Toxic Blue, unfortunately, when they started to burn themselves out, that's when Kingman started to regain their momentum.
Right. I thought it was very interesting how both players were also quite frequently going into burnout at the same time.
A little bit of Noah the Prodigy right there.
That's right. But some of the adjustments that we had seen Kingman doing also was he was putting himself into burnout, trying to pressure and create these confirmed situations, and Toxic Blue was trying to get the dizzy by doing the drive impact, and Kingman would be baiting the drive impact and then really capitalizing on big conversions of damage from that setup.
Not to mention Kingman was not able to really do their scissor kick pressure as Bison.
Right.
Not really able to use their
Psycho Crushers
too much, or using.
We saw quite a bit of the double reverses.
Yeah, some of them, but we weren't really able to abuse the plus frame situation that Bison can do.
Right. So it was interesting. In the end, the matchup was very a slugfest of a very strong back and forth.
Both of these characters can spit out so much damage. I
Yes.
think slugfest is the perfect term to use.
That's right. No, a fantastic match into our top 8. And I can see right now my buddy Alex Smith is up, and he's a very, very strong jury player.
Oh, hey. So isn't Alex Smith the one that brought you into this MAGFest to begin with?
Yes, absolutely, yes. Yes, Alex said, hey, you got to go to MAGFest. There's, music and gaming. I said, okay, I'm going to try it out. It's a very, very fun event.
It's also a lot of coverage. And one thing that we haven't talked about, 24 hours. If you get bored at MAGFest, that's a you problem.
And a 24-hour arcade.
A 24-hour everything.
Everything is 24 hours. And
except the food. I wish the food was cheaper.
That's right. Okay, so here we go, and we are starting our character select here. Alex, of course, locking in with jury, and he was the highest ranked Beachinet for City of the Wolves at EVO. Really? Yes. Oh, we have Arajan locking in with Akuma.
So this is going to be the first time we see Jury right there. Now, Jury, one of the characters worth $1 million.
That's right.
Yeah. it's surprising that we don't see enough of her, especially with K-pop Demon Hunters is so popular.
Right, right.
But Jury, highly aggressive character.
Yes.
The feng shui engine is so devastating to deal with. But this character, just pay attention to her drive rush.
Absolutely. The key of Jury is fantastic movement and walk speed, but in addition to that, nice, surprisingly long-ranging limbs. Right, here we go. An active start here with Akuma. Lots of pressure with that OD Adamant Flame into the heavy Tatsumaki.
Yeah, you can see Raiju with the frame kill lands the medium light kick, doesn't get a knockdown, and Alex going to have to cover some frame. But remember, Akuma has 9,000 health, so he doesn't have to work too hard to take that back.
No. And baits out the OD Shoryuken. Here we go. Jury now going into the Feng Shui level 1. I'm sorry, Fuhajin level 1.
Yeah, I like the decision to use level 1, make sure that we could just burn off some of that meter. And you can see Alex, amazing patient. It really looked like they were going to lose the round, but until he started winning.
Yes, and that's the key also. Keeping out of Akuma's normal range and whiff punishing. Whiff punishing right there with one of Jury's best buttons is the crouching medium kick, that low forward. And here we go, Akuma in a spot that he really doesn't want to be in.
Losing?
Well, yes, the player one side, and he's locked down by this pressure, baiting the throw, and a perfect. Well done.
Yeah, using the stop. And you can see that Alex's lead is getting more impressive. That first round, you would think that Raijin was playing better than him, but really, it's Alex getting the data, understanding. Now we have the download, and look how things are turning out for Alex.
Yes, and that's the second execution error there for the baited OD Shoryuken. And here we go. Great stuff. Got the confirm on the reversal, but here we go, Jury in the driver's seat yet again. Well done.
Oh my God, look at this. It's now looking that Alex is untouchable. We haven't even been able to last these rounds long enough for them to get a level 2 super.
Here we go, Roundhouse gets the confirm into the OD Adamant Flame, and Jury now getting baited out of the Tenrinshin. Jury now extremely low in resources. Akuma on the offense.
Yeah, however, Alex has an entire game up, so even if they lose the situation, which I don't know if they will, especially with how solid they've been playing, they're not too bad in a situation. Oh no, wow. I spoke too soon.
That's right, here we go. This is the first round on the board for Raijin.
That was 2 DPs that Raijin managed to bait out of Alex.
Okay, here we go into the Orobo throw. That is a new move also for Akuma in Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, Alex gets the throw, doesn't really get the side switch, grinding him. Yep, plus trades ball.
Oh, that's right,
beautiful.
baits the throw, capitalizing on those cooldown frames, and Alex now keeping the pressure up in the burnout state.
And that's going to be Alex defeating Raijin. That was a very strong showing. Raijin had a little bit of hope, a little bit of daylight when we saw that last round one, but unfortunately for them, Alex was just the better, stronger player. I dare might say, tournament favorite to win.
Quite possibly, yes, absolutely. He did win the Street Fighter 4 tournament earlier. Yes. That's right. What's up with that?
So this guy basically calls you up and goes, "Hey, Kate, want to watch me win every Capcom tournament in MAGFest?"
That's right. What's up with that? Terrible.
What's up with that?
But very strong adaptations, and a lot of it is what we had just said a little bit earlier. Akuma's range is...
Yo, didn't JP just walk by us?
Oh!
No, it was a Luke.
Cosplay JP?
No, it was a Luke Skywalker.
Oh!
No, because I saw like something that looked like his red jumpsuit with white trim.
That would have been cool.
It would have been so funny if that was
So we were just talking about JP.
We were. But, oh no, please continue.
Very neat. No, just to say, Jury's range is just better than Akuma's, and especially taking that extra half a step back when Akuma would press a button, and then you get to whiff punish Akuma, and especially baiting out those whiff throws, baiting out the uppercuts can lead to a very slippery slope.
Standing heavy punch is such a good whip punish button.
Yes,
it's very slow and it's far reaching, and since it's drive rush cancelable, well, that's where Jury can just go whee.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. The other thing we really did see also by both players too, they were utilizing and saving their resources quite a bit. We only saw one combo into the Fuhajin level 1 for Alex, and then we saw one Haru Adamant Flame by Rajan. So both players were very knowledgeable on saving their resources, but Alex took the win. And here we go. We're going to have Ricky S with JP versus Rob with Luke.
You know, I got a bone to pick for Ricky S for destroying Guile on stream and eliminating the one Guile I saw. But still, though, they definitely earned their spot into this top 8. This is going to be quarterfinals. Best of 3, first of 2. Rob, first time we see him, and the first time we see a Luke.
That's right. And we are seeing a very aggressive start to the game here on the side of JP, which is a little bit more unusual. JPs usually enjoy a little bit more of the neutral pace and mid-range, but here we go. Fantastic with the target combo here for Luke.
If you want to learn how to do that combo at home, viewers, you just hit jab, 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 jab. One. Good knockdown from Rob for the reversals. Going for the jumping one. Ricky, man, falling victims to the buttons, but makes some space with that crouching medium kick and checks the drive rush.
Yes, and what we're seeing is Ricky is trying to be aggressive in trying to press buttons and move in, but JP is just shutting down his options in every way possible. With specials and normals, he's cutting his advancements. But here we go, good confirm here, and baits out the amnesia, but just a little too far to get the confirm.
Yeah, unfortunately though, and even in that situation, the throw was not that good of an option.
Right.
There was bait, but it was left on the hook, no fish caught, but right now Ricky caught in this, Rob caught in this level 2. This is classic season 1 that I'm seeing.
That's right, and here we go with the follow-up with the terrace in the sky, a little bit of a cross-up situation, and the command grab with the Psycho Ghost. JP now with the obstacle course, giving Luke a run for his money.
Throwing out the portal, and Rob just walked forward a little bit too much, gets clipped, and now Ricky up by 1 game. Remember, best of 3, first of 2. If Rob loses his 1 game, that's going to be end of their tournament 1 in quarterfinals.
Yes. And here we go with the tears yet again. And just like Mr. Captain No Fun was saying, we haven't seen any pierces from the ground necessarily, but we're seeing more tears from the sky.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that we're seeing, what the pierce, it's going to be Rob's life from that cane.
Okay, here we go, catching the advancement of the flash of the drive rush, and JP now holding his own with the crouching jab into the slash. JP now on his game point.
Yeah, Rob got to be very careful. That could have been 2 jump-ins that would have killed them. Ricky S off that perfect parry, lands the target comp, lands the bread and butter, and just they're dominating right now.
Here we go. And the negative frames are going to get caught with the crouching jab again. But here we are, and we're seeing what Rob's trying to do. He's trying to shimmy, but the key is that Luke does have a little bit of a slower walk speed, which is a bit more difficult for him. Capitalizing off of the level 2 again. Strong play here by Ricky S.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the first and last time we're going to see Rob on stream. We did not see a lot of the loot, but, you know, that just means Ricky's JP is that strong.
One thing for certain, Ricky was very strong in setting up his traps. He was very preemptive on what Rob was trying to do with Luke, and he was getting the big damage in using confirms into his Lavushka level 2.
Do you actually know the name?
Oh, yes.
Not that I doubt you. It's more so that I didn't know. I just say, damn you, level 2. Wait, so it's Lavush?
Lavushka.
Lavushka.
Yes. And
Lavushka.
for level 2, and level 1 is Chronoblog.
Chronoblog. I know about that one. I know the portal is Departure. Is it Departure?
I call the teleport just a teleport. I just call it teleport just a teleport, to be honest.
I'm bringing
but
up
Lavushka is level 2 and Chronoblog is level 1. Yes.
Yes, I know that I was talking to Zero Syndicate, and he
Yes.
was very proud of the fact that he knows the full names of JP's moveset.
Oh my goodness there. That's awesome. Very good.
Yeah, he's like, man, if I, something along the lines of, if I memorize these words in, I think they're German?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
these German words, and I will remind everyone that I have this knowledge.
Very good. That's awesome. Oh, we have another new player here in this top 8 on stream, that is. So that's going to be Shantha, yes.
But are we going to be playing a new character? I do see the Jamie, but this could be one of those situations where we mix the buttons first before we pick the character. However, we do see on the left side, player 1 side, CJS's Manon.
Right.
Manon defeating Kimberly to get to this top 8.
That's right.
One thing that we saw from CJS is if your opponent crosses him up, he will throw a command grab. No!
Oh my goodness, we are going to have our first grappler match of the evening here. Zangief versus Manon.
Big grapple damage. This is going to be a struggle for Manon just because Zangief does win this matchup. And unlike Manon, Zangief don't need no medals. He get full damage.
That's right. But one thing to say, here you go, straight into the block stun and the first SPD on the screen right there with the super punch and the armor behind it. Okay, straight into the Dore and catching the negative frames of the spin kick. Well done here for Shantha.
CJS, that was one thing that they were getting themselves in trouble with, was whipping the sweep, but their previous opponent couldn't stop it. However, Shantha understands this. They know this matchup.
Yes.
So they're not going to let them get away with so many tricks.
No. And this is where Manon is really starting to capitalize on her pressure. CJS is very good at feeling out the situation and knowing when to advance, but Manon's normals have very nice long range. So she's trying to catch Zangief unawares and close in on that damage.
Oh man, whip punch with standing medium punch, and instantly we cash out to the level 3. This is less for damage and more so that CJS is able to rebuild that drive gauge. By the time this finishes, we'll be back into the green.
And that is going to be 5 golden medals here. And here we go, 37% on 11,000 health. Oh my goodness, that's right, catching those wake-up frames. Here we go with the SPD time. And we know Shantha knows how much is on the line, but we're going to do the standing jab, catch those landing frames.
And Shantha instantly going for the restart. And we went for the standing medium punch, which is a great poke for Zangief, but unfortunately CJS, faster buttons, and now we're doing some really fast, oppressive, well, I spoke too soon.
But, well, okay, here we go. That is going to be the first lariat that we are seeing in this round. And great aggression here for Shantha, forcing Manon into the player 1 side. And I'm loving the crouching jabs and the low forwards, but here we are into 4 golden medals.
Oh, that's going to be a big opportunity for Shantha to punish. That's going to be the round. Can they close it out? We haven't seen too many tied games.
No.
It's always been relatively run away. Oh, no!
That's right. Baits out the command grab, gets a solid, meaty jump in, and here we go with the axe kick. Okay, saved by the OD lariat.
Oh my god, that's a little bit of shenanigans. You have to be hitting jump before the super flash, and you're not safe right now. High damaging super, but that is the one reversal Shantha has.
Yes, and that is going to lead to 3 levels here for Manon, and she is still saving them up. Very smart usage of resources and saving of resources here. We have 5 gold medals and a level 3 here for Manon.
Yeah, our CJS, will he go ahead and catch the level 3? No, we're going to just hold on to that, play a little bit, man. But, oh man, Shantha charging heavy punch, but gets their jumping knee gets stopped.
That's right. And here we go, combo straight into the level 3 for that damage. And this is very smart also in the burnout state, and the animations is going to be healing up that burnout. Well done here for CJS. Unbelievable.
Oh man, CJS eliminating Shantha. Shantha definitely had the right idea of trying to advance in with the jumping knee. And unfortunately, Manon's buttons way too fast, way too long.
Right.
Stopping the Siberian Express from taking their parking into the station.
And here we go into our semifinals, which are going to be best of 5.
You can see right there, our small-time gaming stream has allowed us to see this. So first to 3, best of 5. I always have to default to how many games. Like, I don't say best of 5, I just say first to 3. It's just easier for me to remember.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. And we hope you guys are enjoying us here at MAGFest, and we are on a Small Town Gaming on Twitch. Hope you guys are having a wonderful time this evening.
I'm definitely having a wonderful time, and I'm not talking about being at the Music and Gaming Festival for 2026. I'm talking about Street Fighter 6 single elimination tournament semifinals are upon us.
Yes. And we've seen some unbelievably strong matches here from CGS's Manon, we just saw a little bit earlier. We're going to be seeing Alex Smith with his very strong Jury up next.
I think very strong is underselling it, Kate.
But it's going to be Alex versus Kingman's DJ.
This is one thing. This is going to be, I don't know how to call this. Kingman has a very strong DJ.
Yes.
We do see Kingman using the level 1 a lot.
That's
it's
right.
a very unorthodox DJ, I will say. Because before we started this, both Kate and I saw nobody uses DJ's level 1. I think Kingman heard us and goes, I'll show you too.
That's right. It's the commentator curse right there. Absolutely. This is going to be a very interesting match here. DJ does have a very good walk speed, fantastic jump-ins, but Jury also extremely quick on her feet. Nice long-ranging normals, as does DJ. But in the end, though, even though Jury is a great all-around character, DJ does have more damage. I think where Jury really does shine is her Tenrenshin uppercut is a bit better than the jackknife.
I would, a bit better, a lot better. It's a more reliable uppercut. Kingman, though, has so much damage on the table. But Alex just has the full kit.
Yes. Right. And she's a jack of all trades. Absolutely. Okay, trying to capitalize off of the Sabat moon kick, but Jury now very patient with her blocking. And we're seeing everybody trying to just jockey for position of when it's safe to take a turn right now. But here we go. Jury getting caught in the corner here. Player 2 side, closing it out with the jackknife. Well done.
And the
for Kingman.
crowd goes wild. We got a little bit of the crowd at one moment. How you all doing for Mag Street Fighter 6, everyone?
Yeah.
Thank you. I just had the Tasty Steve at just once.
There we go. That's right. Very good there. And here we go. Nice strong confirm here, but the wake up OD uppercut for a DJ with the jackknife, putting himself in burnout, but the OD slice kick is going to get the confirm into the level 3.
Burnout don't matter if you got the round. In this case, the game. Kingman with a very strong start, taking out Alex, and Alex on at death's door, which I feel like I'm responsible because I just said he was the tournament favorite.
Here we go, going back to neutral again. You were seeing Alex really trying to fish with the low forward of Jury, and yeah, also trying to get a little bit of a frame trap situation with the roundhouse, and baits out the Tenrenshin. Here we go with the crouching fears.
Oh man,
Jury trying to heal up her resources.
Real big damage for Kingman right now, and Alex finds the jump in, gets the knockdown. How are we going to go ahead and follow up? Like a medium kick, not really there, but the stand medium punch finds its mark on the home.
That's right, and remember, if you hold the parry button for too long, there is a recovery cooldown to that. So accessing Fuhajin level 1 and burnout state here for DJ. Use those plus frames into the drive impact. Solid round here for Alex Smith.
Yeah, all but guaranteed. Alex, though, fighting for their life. And you know, Kingsman, they really sense that they could just put Alex away. An extremely strong fighter, but we walk back with a stand heavy punch, but we mistime the combo.
Right. And here we go, DJ with the forward throw, trying to catch the overhead, but Jury now uses her dive kick to scoot out of dangerous way.
Yeah, Odie's slicer.
And that's it, slowing down the tempo of the game here. Everybody right now, this is a battle of mines and frames, baits out the throw, capitalizing on the recovery and combos into the level 3.
Yeah, Alex really needs to get as much damage on the table as possible, so we just make sure we're so close. One more hit from Alex will at least tie this up, but the drive reversal from Kingsman finds the mark, but he's so close to the corner. Can Alex capitalize? And he does!
That's right.
Tied it up, 1-1.
That's right, getting that fierce punch in, and here we go. Jury now trying to reset, the tempo. Everybody knows how much is on the line. It is one game apiece.
Yeah, best semifinals too. Single elimination tournament. Alex cashes out the combo, feints it out, but the jumping from Alex takes Kingsman, knocks him on his feet.
Taking the drive impact wall splat situation here for Jury. And the back throw is going to force Alex into the corner, and it is now Kingsman's turn for the pressure.
Yeah, both of these people have slowed down the pace of this match, and now it's Kingsman turning it up, not really burning himself out, but the slice kick. Kingsman is so good at landing those slice kicks, wouldn't you say?
That's right. Well, the key also with the slice kick low, which is the light, is it pulls his whole hurt box and body back, and then he extends forward.
Yeah, a little bit of
It's
fake.
a little elusive visually, too, because you think you can press a button right there, and then you realize, oh, wait a minute, he pulled himself back, which is pretty crazy.
Alex with the first knockdown right now. Turning up the heat, but the OD slicer leads into a combo. Beautiful conversions from Kingsman, but no, Alex challenges him and takes some momentum back, using the level 1 to put Kingsman in that player 1 corner.
That's right, and here comes Jury with that quick dash right across the screen, and she is very low on her resources right now. The back roundhouse combo for DJ is working for his favor, but here we go. Jury now at the low forward.
Oh man, will the level 1 connect? It will. Kingsman, though, so close to taking this all back, and now we are tied up in games. We're tied up in rounds.
That's right. Fantastic stuff here, and we're going to see that Kingsman is sitting on a full level 3 for his meter. Okay, no mileage out of the drive rush overhead, but the jab slice kick is going to get the confirm.
Much more patient play from Kingsman. Gets the whip punch off the slice kick, immediately capitalizing it, putting in that level 3. We want the damage early, and more importantly, we get our own Oki.
That's right, and that's a nice conversion of damage over to Kingsman. The cross-up is going to work in Jury's favor, though, as she keeps pressuring DJ in the player 2 side. And that's it, the drive rush jab combo, and the cancel into burnout yet again, closing it out with the crouching strong.
Yeah, Kingsman had just enough drive gauge in the meter to do that double drive rush cancel combo. Great knockdown with the slice kick, but still, Kingsman not exactly able to keep Alex out of this tournament.
And what we're really seeing also, besides the elusiveness of what DJ is doing, is he's trying to put Jury in a frame trap situation. And that way, when Alex is trying to hit a button, it's not safe anymore.
Oh my, this is set point. This is set points for Kingsman. I really thought that Alex was going to be unstoppable, but Kingsman proving him wrong, me wrong.
Okay, here we go, trying to reset the tempo here. Alex trying to take a turn, and the slice kick getting confirmed, but here we go with the quick parry against the Fuhajin level 1. Fierce into that crouching strong again. Well done for Kingsman.
Yeah, Kingsman, beautiful, perfect, eliminating Alex. One of the strongest players in this tournament.
Yes.
Now, Kingsman looking the one to beat. And you know, I learned my lesson. I'm not going to call the tournament favorite.
Unbelievably close matches there. And really, it was DJ in a skilled player's hands is very hard to predict.
Yeah,
it's hard to predict his movements. It's hard to predict, he has buttons that push him forward, like his
slice kick.
That's right, his slice kick, his heavy buttons, basically, his roundhouse and his fierce punch. He's very elusive, especially with his feints. It was very, very good and elusive play here by Kingsman.
Yeah, not to mention we were just fighting so many opportunities. The OD slicer to get the air
Yes.
combos, the slice kick, it's
Right.
full conversions. Alex just wasn't able to get their footing. We weren't able to play that footsie game that we saw in their previous match.
Right, right. Yeah, it's very, very elusive. But here we go into our next match here at MAGFest. And we hope you guys have been having a great time with us at Small Town Gaming. If you guys happen to be in the Maryland area, you definitely need to stop by and see what MAGFest is about. It's a lot of fun here. Tons of music conventions and DJs. There's Artist Alley, lots of tournaments, an arcade, tons of consoles are open, lots and lots to do, and of course all the proceeds are going to go to Child's Play charity, and that is going to give all kinds of toys, games, and tech to children in hospitals and shelters. So that's awesome. That's an awesome that this whole entire convention is a nonprofit.
Yes. MAG's charity knows no bounds. There's many opportunities to help raise money or help give your money. Did you know about the cookie stand, Kate?
I heard about that, yes.
So
yeah.
you could get as many cookies of different varieties. There's even a curry cookie, and they suggest some donations.
That's
you could give more, you could get less, but you know what the most important thing is? You get a cookie.
That's right. That's right.
So we're moving into the semifinals. CJS's Manon versus Ricky's JP. If we want to talk about a character battle in terms of overcoming the odds, it's Manon versus JP.
That's right. We're going to have more of your traditional zoner-esque character versus the grappler. Two new characters into the Street Fighter franchise. Here we go with the corner blog. Upon advancement, closing out on Manon. Well done.
Calbog? Calbog, is that what it's called?
With a C.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Sounds very, it sounds like Lancer's moves from Fate Stay Night.
Oh.
Okay, CJS holding down that parry long. Enough. Gets the first knockdown. 3 medals on the board. Confirms with the light kick. And look at that. 2 combos, 2 medals. Pretty good exchange.
That's right. There we go. Cutting straight through Amnesia. But JP doing a great job keeping the pressure up with the teleport on Manon. And here we go into Atoil for the conversion of damage.
And more importantly, Ricky is burnt out. We went for the OD. Not exactly the move you want. Reverses with the level 1.
Yes.
And Ricky barely scrapes by with that first game.
And that is going to be 2 rounds won for Ricky with the level 1.
It's
Well
it's a good super.
It
Puts
is.
damage opposite end, and now we got this punish counter throw. Ricky holding down this mid screen.
There we go. Baits out the drive impact, and that was a terrible 50-50 because that's going to be a perfect for JP.
Ouchie, ouchie for CJS.
We're really seeing Ricky is doing a great job reading on what CJS is trying to do right now. He's cutting into a lot of the pressure that Manon has been trying to get for her confirms.
Well, not to mention, Manon just doesn't have the best tools to run through the psycho obstacle course, so Ricky could just sit pretty and play from the distance. And finally, CJS 4 medals on the board, got the burnout. Can we get one more hit? We spined it with a long-reaching sweep, and CJS gets a little bit of a relief right
That's
now.
right. And 4 gold medals, that is going to be 5 gold medals up, activates the Amnesia, but
Oh
Amnesia,
my God.
please, this command grab does not care, and the punish counter straight through the counter here for JP as he combos straight into his level 3.
That should almost burn out CJ. No, it does. This is really bad. CJS needs to get 1 throw in, but you can't really do much with no drive gauge to play with. And Ricky, putting you on the opposite end of the screen. How is CJS going to go?
That's right. And that's one thing Ricky was making very certain. He was going to stay on the opposite side of the screen just to make sure right there that Manon didn't get a solid confirm. And here we go. A nice, strong start here for CJS.
CJS has to be very careful how they spend their drive gauge, because when you're burnt out against a JP as Manon, that is you signing your own death certificate.
Right. And here we go with the roundhouse combo here, and Manon, she is not getting too much mileage off the counter hit in the burnout state, but here we go.
Oh
and
my
JP,
God.
once again on the offensive. closing it out with a cane swipe.
You can really see how Ricky's been favoring that stand heavy kick to really put some pressure on. And Ricky, they have been untouchable this entire set in semifinals. If they take this round, they will not, well, it's all she wrote. 3-0.
That's it. Fantastic confirm off of the standing short, and the reinverse is at play here. Strong 4 medals up. Here we are, 5 golden medals.
Can we get it? Can we get as many medals as golden rings? Okay. Dashing, beautiful pickup from Rick.
Unbelievable juggle.
Oh, I know. And right there, we go to the level 3, putting in so much damage with the critical art, allowing ourselves to stall the drive gate, and it's looking really bad for CJS.
That's right. Now, I bet you we're going to see the same thing that happened in the last round with the Pierce on the ground. Ricky staying safe towards the player one side of the screen, not even wanting to risk getting anywhere near CJS.
All right.
Well done.
All right. I need to step away for a moment, but
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
right back. Don't worry. Chad, you're going to be enjoying the solo commentary of Kujo K for a brief moment.
Okay. All right. We hope you guys had a wonderful time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here at Small Town Gaming. And this is MAGFest. Awesome charity convention here for music and gaming. MAGFest is a nonprofit that helps raise money for Child's Play charity. And of course, the money goes towards toys, games, and tech to kids in hospitals and shelters. So it's a very, very good, meaningful charity. And it's a lot of fun too. There's a ton of cosplay here. Live video game musicians, tons of bands, tons of DJs. There are artists here, and if you're in more of the traditional FGC and the traditional FGC tournaments, there are artists from our artist alleys here too. Lots of arcade cabs and even arcade vendors that we're used to seeing at Evo and Combo Breaker and CEO. They're here too. It's very, very fun. So if you guys happen to be around Maryland next year in January time, please feel free to stop by. It's a good cause and lots of fun. And here we go further into this top 8. And remember, this is single elimination. So, oh no, I'm sorry. We are heading into the losers bracket here. So we are going to have Manon versus a jury, and that is going to be Alex Smith with jury and CJS with Manon, who we had just seen a little bit earlier against Ricky. And a nice check here immediately upon Manon's entrance. So here we go with the Fuhajin stalked and the Fuhajin catching those negative frames with a command grab. And that is going to be our 3rd gold medal here for Manon. But capitalizing on that low forward, a little bit of trades, and the counter hit is catching everyone right now. But here we go on the offense. Alex Smith is going to take the first round. And here we are with the punish counter. Manon, 4 gold medals up. Drive impact is going to lead to the wall splat situation here, and that is going to lead to 5 medals, which is roughly 37% of damage. But Alex Smith finding the confirm, trying to be very elusive with the overhead. That's an emergency wake-up situation with a toil level 2. And here we go with the jump in on counter hit. That is going to give the round over to CJS. Okay, this is going to be a little bit more of a mid-range game, and the punish counter as a whiff punish for CJS. Okay, and that is going to be a little bit too risky, catching the negative frames of the sweep. But Non, once again, on the offense, and that big damage with her command grabs. Solid confirm here with the Fierce into level 3. Alex is going to get a nice conversion of damage, and that is going to be devastating on the resources. But here we go with the true perfect parry into command grab again. 10 Rinshin for a little bit of the anti-air, and the low forward saves the day for Jury. Well done. And here you go with the punish counter. Very nice, meaty jump in here for Manon. Hi.
Oh, you don't mind if I jump in, do you?
Absolutely.
I saw you just over here by yourself. Figured the other guy left.
All right, so here we go. We're going to have Alex Smith versus CJS. And Manon closing it out with her spinning sweep.
Oh, this jury's been a monster all tournament.
She has. That's right, and Manon is up to her 5 gold medals, starting it off there with the standing short and peeling up her resources quite nicely. Nice confirm here by Alex Smith, and great elusiveness with the backdash. Here we go, Jury getting caught on advance with the standing jab. And Alex Smith, once again, strong confirm into the level 3, and he is going to tie up the rounds. Oh. Awesome stuff here for Alex. And we're going to have to see if CJS is going to be able to get past this low forward drive rush pressure again.
Oh, they're looking relentless right now.
That's right.
Just consistent back-to-back throws and all of that too.
And that's one thing, Manon definitely doesn't want to be stuck in the corner there. She wants to play more of the mid-range game, try to pressure with her nice long ranging limbs, and get some of her command grabs in.
This jury player knows how to get themselves out of a jam.
That's right. That is going to be to Alex Smith. And here you go with the whiff punish for the punish counter opportunity here. And that's why we're seeing Manon trying to pressure with her standing jabs, because she's trying to cut through what Alex is doing. All right, really capitalizing on that crouching medium kick.
It's hard to commentate. Both are trying to get a good opening on each other.
Yeah, they are. There we go with Kuhajin is stocked and ready to go, and a strong punish counter here for Manon. And she's getting 3 gold medals up on the board. All right. We have a burnt out grappler out on the screen here. She gets to confirm on the jump in, a little bit of mix up in the air.
Yeah, and look at that challenge from Alex. That's going to be pretty much one more round. Set point. We are fighting for 3rd place, and Alex, look at him get that bronze medal.
That's right. But one thing for sure that we've seen so far, which is very interesting, the drive rush overhead that Alex has been trying to mix into his repertoire of keeping things random hasn't been getting too much mileage. But here we go, a nice strong confirm here into level 3 again, and
burnout.
That's right, burnout state here for Manon. Ooh, cross-up situation.
Yeah, I don't care that you're burning out. Look at this. It feels like burning out just made CGS more angry.
That's right. And relentless pressure in the corner. Tenrenshin for the reversal. And catches Alex again with the Atoil. Well done.
And you can see the look of frustration of Alex's face. That was definitely there around. We had a burned out Manon in the corner, but somehow CJ summed up the 2 bars to take it. And we're going to extend this just one more fight.
That's right. Keeping the pressure up on Manon right now. And here we go. And she's going to start getting her 2nd medal with the reinverse. Oh. And I'm really liking the pace. Well, except for right there, Alex seeing that CJS being very aggressive, getting caught on advancement with the Fuhajin level 1.
Oh man, with the drive impact, a little bit of falter from Alex and CJS, looking like we're at the start of a comeback.
That's right, and that was a really smart choice because she was using the armored frames from that drive impact to clutch out the round. So here we go at another very strong 5 gold medal startup.
Yes, CJS has always been good getting these 5 gold medals, and we're going right to the level 3. It's going to be buffed because of the 5 medals, but because we started with that jab, heavily skilled, it's going to hurt, but not hurt as much as we wanted to.
Here we go. And another juggle into the Fuhajin level 1. Here we go, Alex really trying to maximize, and with the standing short, gets the combo here, but here we are with the solo confirm. Manon, again, 37% on the command grab. She's trying to heal up her resources, but burns herself out. And the axe kick does it, tying up the game.
Oh, man, we got ourselves a competitive set for this bronze match.
That's right. Okay.
But
That's right, using the block stun there for the forward throw, but here we go, Manon once again. One thing you really have to say, CJS is extremely good at stacking medals.
oh, yeah, every time, every game, we're going to see the 5. There's
right.
never a situation where CGS is sub 4 medals in the first round.
And here we go, Jury in a bit of trouble right now. Manon on the offense, and fantastic confirm with a standing. Fierce Jury now getting caught by the standing jab. Ironically, exact opposite situation that Alex had done to CJS on advancement. CJS checks Alex Smith.
Yeah, we're looking at a reverse 3-0 situation. CGS building more confidence as they build medals. We know we're going to hit the number 5. And right now, we're so close to the level 3. If Manon lands this, we got ourselves a game.
Unbelievable air-to-air juggle combo here into the Majin level 1, and Alex now knowing Manon is in the burnout. That's it.
And
Baits out and gets the neutral jump combo.
Oh no, we went for the drive impact, and those 26 frames going to the level 2. That was the move that started CJS's climb, and Alex burns himself out. We are so close, but checks the sweep. One more hit.
That's it. Awesome stuff here for Alex Smith as he closes it out. And a lot of it was that amazing movement and low forward of Jury to clutch that combo.
Oh my God, look at that crouch medium check to stop CJ's advancements. Alex at the level 3 doesn't get the anti-air, but CJS definitely gets ourselves a command throw.
That's right. Here we go. And Alex really trying to reset the neutral here because CJS is very much on the offense. Goes for the raw level 3. That was a bad 50-50 there for CJS and a strong confirm for Alex.
And that's going to put CJS so close to burning out. We're going to go ahead and challenge, but they go for the air. And Alex, you know for a fact they are tired of this reverse 3-0 sweep. And Alex stops the comeback of CJS and secures himself 3rd place.
That's right. You know, unbelievable. Very strong gameplay for both players there, Alex Smith and CJS. But I believe in the end, it ended up coming down to CJS just being a little too aggressive and trying to get in, and really could have tried to bait a little bit more because she has better range on her normals.
It was also just, we were talking about the aggression.
Yes.
CGS wanted to mash and hit those plus frames. Alex saw the gap, lands that level 3, and puts ourselves in such a good position.
Absolutely, absolutely. And a lot of it was, we were just saying a little bit earlier, the movement and the low forward, capitalizing on that crouching medium kick and some of the whiff punishing too. But amazing Manon. Truly, truly amazing Manon. And we love to see it. We love to see it.
Just like as much as CGS loves to see 5 medals right underneath
That's
there.
right. 5 gold medals.
5 gold medals. So that's going to be the end of both CGS and Alex's run.
Yes.
CGS had a respectable 4th place. Alex Smith, the person who I called the favorite, gets 3rd. So, you know what? I picked a top 3 winner.
You did. That's right. It was very good there.
And this is going to be Kingsman versus Ricky S.
Yes. So Kingsman, extremely strong DJ against Ricky S's JP. Now, we've seen Ricky is very formidable up close and in the long range zoning game. So we're going to have to see how he's going to be dealing with the Oki pressure of Kingsman.
That is true. Kingsman, we see them using the feint from the Sobot to really clear a lot of space. One of the things that got Kingsman in trouble is challenging on these feints.
Right.
However, Ricky Smith, what I like, what we saw twice before, is they use their level 3 to put him in burnout, and it's pretty much game. So
Right.
if Kingsman can keep the drive gauge fresh, keep themselves close to JP, it's going to be Kingsman's game. But Ricky's been just knows how to peel people off of him.
That's right. That's right. One thing also Ricky's going to have to be very cautious of is being baited out of his amnesia.
Oh, we saw that
here we
happen
go.
twice.
Here we go. Starting it off right away with the jackknife feint, and Ricky immediately with the teleport, not putting up with it. A little bit of a trade with the overhead, with the crouching jab.
Yeah, but the Sobot kick gets the knockdown. We're waiting. You know Kingsman is anticipating that amnesia.
Okay, here we go. Nice check there once again, walking JP down into that player one side. And baits out the jackknife. Quick parry to stop the confirm.
Yeah, this is one of the disadvantages we had to be mindful of from DJ, is that DJ's jackknife is unreliable. That was a guaranteed anti-air for anyone, but the positioning down allows Kingsman to really knock it.
And here we go. That is a difficult situation there, closing it out with the light Sabot. Awesome round over to Kingsman.
And Kingsman, great pressure. We're trying to burn out that drive gauge, and Alex going for the old reliable to stand roundhouse.
That's right, and we're going to see, here we go, JP with only 2 bars, and here we go, Sabot Sunrise, level 2.
Oh man, that's going to be really bad for Ricky.
That's right.
We're so close to burning out, and there's that level 1. I think Kingsman's trying to make a point with that level 1.
That's right. And here we go, JP now trying to catch up some of the damage here on DJ, and he has not been getting any mileage out of the command grabs, but the neutral jump combo does work in his favor as he is healing up his burnout resources.
Yeah, I really want to say that after this level 3, Ricky S should be recovered and can really apply pressure to Kingsman, and Kingsman gutsy maneuver using the drive impact to armor through the projectile, and we call out the amnesia, foot to face! And that's the first game for Kingsman.
Strong round there for Kingsman. Well done and quick thinking on the amnesia base.
Yeah, especially using drive impact. 26 frames, really good armor, and forcing Ricky to take a more airborne JP approach. Hold it. Look at we don't talk about this enough. When somebody does nothing,
that's right.
That is the good move to not doing anything.
Yes, and also it can really play with someone else's head, and especially the tempo of the game, because you have an extremely active character here, and then all of a sudden they're not doing anything. It makes you even more nervous because this character has full motion and charge motions.
Yeah, he's just crouch blocking menacingly. And that's old reliable from Ricky.
Gets the command grab that time.
Goes right through. And Kingsman don't care. My drive impact failed. Do it again.
That's right. Here we go into the fierce mix-up and closing it out with the forward throw. Strong round here for Kingsman.
Yeah, Ricky S has been untouchable this entire tournament, and Kingsman is really making this look like a walk in the park. However, Ricky S drive rush after the crouching medium punch, and now Kingsman in the corner uses the drive gauge to put themselves a little bit closer to the center, but Ricky says, get back.
There we go. Canceling the medium Sabot slice kick into level 3, and that's going to put the burnout state on JP. But it's very interesting to see that Ricky is utilizing his resources so incredibly much and always very close to being in burnout, whereas Kingsman has not been as much.
No, you're absolutely right, but look at this. This would have killed if it was critical art, but Ricky S unable to secure the checkmate situation. Instead, oh no! Kingsman, we don't have the super gauge, but we can really bang with this.
Oh, there we go. Amnesia at play and trying to capitalize off of the plus frames of that, but that is it. The medium Sabot slice closing it out for Kingman.
Oh my God, Kingman, like what we talked about before, keep the drive gauge healthy, keep ourselves close. Kingsman is following this plan to the letter, and can they follow it to a win at MAGFest?
Okay, here we go, keeping the pressure up, baits out the launch. Here we go, restoring the neutral, and this is what JP is most comfortable at, setting up the tears and the Psycho Ghosts along the ground.
Oh, but we find ourselves with the need for the reset, and Ricky S wisely goes to challenge the mix-up.
That's right, and he's trying to follow after the plus frames from those Psycho Ghosts. But there you go with the light Sabot low slice kick again, and very elusive.
Yeah. Ricky S is having a hard time controlling the pace. We get the knockdown, but we don't have the gauge to play with, and we're going to shut things down with the level 2. And Kingsman takes to the skies, gets clipped by it. And finally, is Ricky S going to get around?
He may. Lots of pressure here, and the feint once again catches JP. And this is going to be tournament point here for Kingman.
Yeah, Kingman really just such an impressive showing right now. I've never seen Ricky S look this vulnerable, especially off of the perfect parry.
Okay, here we go. Ricky really putting in work. Once again, in control. The constant oppressive pressure on that player one side. Oh my goodness, but the side switch is a little bit of a cautious issue. You know, don't want to be in burnout on the player one side.
Oh!
Neutral jumped. Baited out.
So much damage on Ricky S's side, but Kingman really close to being on death's door right now. We blocked the slice. I can't say words, Kate.
Okay, catching the cooldown frames of the parry, and here we go on the offense. Once again, okay, punish counter for that's it. The Psycho Ghost yet again. Well done.
Set tournament point versus survival point. Ricky S versus Kingman. Who got this? Who wants to fight this victory that much harder?
I feel that right now, Ricky S is feeling a little bit more confident in the matchup. He's getting a lot more confirms, bigger conversions of damage, and here we go. But, and his blocking, I think he's getting a little bit more predictive on what Kingsman is trying to do. There you go, jab, into his level 3. Well done, and that's going to be a game.
I absolutely agree with your assessment, Kate. Ricky S is starting to see through the gaps and patterns of Kingman in the offense. We're seeing a lot more challenges, and we're definitely blocking the slice kicks and the overheads, weathering the storm and not allowing ourselves to die, not allowing ourselves to burn out. And Ricky S, beautiful counterplay.
Very quick adjustments, and here we go once again. Okay, resetting the neutral. Okay, DJ, oh my goodness, fantastic stuff with the overhead kick again, and the tears, keeping the pressure up in the plus frames for JP.
I like how Kingman stopped himself short from that drive rush with the jab so they didn't get caught by the portal, but still good use of the anti-air slice kick. That should be, no full combo yet because it's not a counter hit.
And this is going to be a push block situation, but the jabs help to slow down some of DJ's pressure, but that is going to be it. The drive impact is going to lead to another tournament point for Kingman.
Yeah, Kingman really close, but again, Ricky S checks the drive rush with the crouching jab. Big damage on the board and more. Oh no! Sets to the portal, but gets challenged with the crouching media punch.
That's right, and that is going to be a fierce confirm here into the Sabat Festival level 2. And burnout yet again for JP. This is very concerning, being burnout on the player 2 side, and that is going to be it. DJ takes the win with Kingman.
Wow, Kingman, such an oppressive DJ. You talked about it before, Kate, how Kingman has always been elusive, sneaky, moving. This one was full aggro, and that's what you needed to defeat Ricky S's JP.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Great stuff there for Kingman, and he knew how to then, when JP was starting to get used to his game plan, switch it up yet again.
Yeah,
and
we were seeing it with Ricky S using the teleport, setting up the teleport, and each time Kingman saw that teleport, bam, crouching medium punch, 2 full combo.
That's right. Absolutely awesome stuff here, and we hope you guys enjoyed these wonderful matches here at MAGFest on Small Town Gaming, and congratulations.
Well, congratulations first off to Ricky S for a hard-fought grand finals. I love that one game, but we got to give the flowers to the #1 victor, Kingman's DJ.
And we hope you guys had a wonderful time with us here tonight on Small Town Gaming at MAGFest. And I'm Kucha Kate.
I'm Captain No Fun.
We'll see you guys later.
Yes.
Bye.